Welcome back to Bears News Fan Report, where we bring you the latest and most exciting sports news every single day. Today, we're diving into a bombshell from a forthcoming book that could shake the foundations of Soldier Field and alter how we view our rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams. You might want to grab your popcorn because what I'm about to share will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about the Bears' Golden Boy. Imagine finding out the quarterback you cheered for all season actually had serious doubts about even playing here. That's exactly what a new report from ESPN's Seth Wickersham revealed in his upcoming biography, American Kings, a biography of the quarterback, suggests happened. According to Williams' own father, Carl, and insiders close to Caleb, the idea of suiting up for the Chicago Bears in 2024 was so unsettling that they explored a legal loophole to bypass the NFL draft altogether. Yes, you heard that right. The Heisman Trophy winner and his family considered signing with the United Football League for a season, then joining the NFL team of Caleb's choosing in 2025, all to avoid wearing navy and orange. Chicago is the place quarterbacks go to die, Carl Williams reportedly told Wickersham before the draft. That line alone would send shockwaves through any locker room, but for a franchise starved of quarterback stability for decades, it feels like salt in a fresh wound. Fans spent months hyping Williams as the heir to the Bears' hope, visualizing late fourth-quarter drives and playoff runs. Instead, we learn he may have been fantasizing about Minnesota or even a UFL stint, rather than embracing the newborn chapter in Chicago. Let's rewind. On draft night, scouts and execs unanimously agreed that Caleb was the top quarterback prospect. In years, a player with a rocket arm, pinpoint accuracy, and electric athleticism. When the Bears held the number 1 pick, it seemed preordained that Caleb would land in Chicago, and when his name was called, Lincoln Park erupted, sold-out jersey. Orders flooded the team shop and social media exploded with Uaxir Kalkin Park trending. Yet, behind the scenes, Williams himself was reportedly asking close friends, "Do I want to go there? I don't think I can do it with former coordinator Shane Waldron." That level of doubt, pre-debut, launches 1,000 questions. What really went through his mind? How did the front office react? And did this near-miss moment hurt his confidence once he finally donned the Bears' helmet? Boomer Esiason, the former NFL MVP and 4-time Pro Bowler, didn't mince words when he heard these revelations. "Keep your mouth shut," Esiason fired in his typical blunt style. "You're entering the greatest league there has ever been. So go out and play football and earn your respect." His outburst reflects a broader sentiment among veterans. You don't get to question the draft system or the fans who waited decades for a franchise quarterback. That public dressing down sets up a titanic clash between an icon of a previous generation and the latest face of the Bears. But what does all this mean for Chicago's locker room and, more importantly, for Williams himself? We saw glimpses of unease late in the season, when asked about the hard hits he took or the grueling travel schedule, he responded with tight-lipped smiles and rehearsed sound bites. Could that have been a cover for deeper uncertainty? Some insiders whisper that the coaching staff had to repeatedly assure him of their full support, setting up extra film sessions and one-on-one meetings to rebuild his trust in the organization. Fans and analysts are now split. Is this a forgivable moment of pre-draft nerves, or a sign of character that might fracture under playoff pressure? Could Williams' early season struggles, a 62.5% completion rate, 20 touchdowns to 6 interceptions, an 87.8 passer rating, be traced back to this pre-draft turmoil? Is it possible that his hesitation to embrace Chicago expedited his slow start, forcing him to play with one eye on his UFL escape plan instead of the goalposts at Soldier Field? Some believe this friction might actually spark a renaissance. Could this be the crucible that forges Williams into a true leader? Fans are already wondering if the scolding from Boomer Esiason and the sting of near defection will fuel a hyper-focused playoff run. Imagine Williams stepping onto the turf in Week 1 of 2025. Eyes steely, voice roaring in the huddle. "I'm here. I chose this. I believe in this." That narrative arc would do more for his legacy than any rookie season stat line ever could. Critics, however, caution against rushing to redemption. They point out that quarterbacks who hesitate in the pocket often struggle with prosecution under pressure. If Williams' draft-time nerves bleed into Monday night primetime performances, can the Bears really count on him to carry an entire franchise? Is now the moment for Chicago's brass to reaffirm their commitment? Should they consider insurance policies, veteran backups, or even future draft picks to safeguard against another quarterback crisis? One thing is clear. This revelation has reignited the Bears' quarterback conversation like never before. From barbershop chatter to social media debates, the question persists. Will Caleb Williams, the prodigy from USC, prove that he was always meant to be a Bear, or was that draft night moment slipping through his fingers an omen of tougher tests ahead? Stick around as we continue peeling back the layers of this story, because the truth about Williams' heart and Chicago's future is still being written. If you're as fired up as I am to see where this story heads next, smash that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and ring that bell right now, because the Caleb Williams saga is far from over, and you won't want to miss a single twist. As we head into the offseason, Chicago's brass faces a pivotal decision: double down on Williams with renewed coaching support, or hedge their bets by targeting veteran alternatives in free agency or the draft. Could they draft a quarterback in 2025 to push Williams? Might they sign a seasoned backup like Bryce Young's mentor to stabilize the room? These are no longer abstract discussions. They're boardroom imperatives driven by the bombshell reaction to Williams' pre-draft doubts. Reports suggest General Manager Ryan Poles and head coach Ben Johnson are already planning a full ownership reboot. Picture private meetings where Williams sits front and center, surrounded by coaches, psychologists, and veterans, all laying out a plan to reforge trust. Could this level of attention galvanize Williams, unlocking that next gear we glimpsed late in his rookie year? Fans are buzzing. Maybe this is the spark he needs to shatter the franchise ceiling. It's possible that facing criticism and nearly walking away will only deepen his commitment to Chicago blue and orange. On the flip side, rumors swirl that Poles is quietly courting veteran signal callers, perhaps even a trade for a mid-tier starter with playoff experience. Names like Sam Howell or Taylor Heinicke have surfaced. Imagine a scenario where a seasoned pro takes the reins temporarily, freeing Williams to redshirt a season, refine his decision-making, and return as a fully confident franchise centerpiece. It's unconventional, but in the cap-driven NFL, creativity can pay dividends. Meanwhile, the fan base itself stands at a crossroads. Social media sentiment is split. Some diehards will rally unconditionally behind Williams, believing every superstar endures adversity before greatness. Others, scarred by past quarterbacks who faltered under pressure, demand a plan B. Could the Bears risk another Fields-like debacle? Or will they trust the process, investing in Williams' growth even at the cost of short-term losses? This debate will define Soldier Field's atmosphere all off-season. As for me, I believe this crucible moment can forge something spectacular. Williams has the arm, the legs, and the intellect to redefine what a Bears quarterback can be. If the front office surrounds him with a sturdy offensive line, a reliable RB1, and weapons who can exploit every inch of field space, I think he'll respond with the kind of leadership that unites a city. Picture mid-season, facing the Packers. At Lambeau, Williams, bulletproof, driving the Bears to a statement win that silences every critic in one afternoon. That's the payoff if Chicago shows unwavering faith. So here's where you come in, Bears fans. Drop a comment telling us how you'd rebuild this quarterback room. Which veteran would you sign? What traits do you demand? And, most importantly, what do you think Caleb needs to hear to recommit himself fully to the Bears? I can't wait to read your takes below. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, bear down, keep the faith, and let's ride this wild off-season together.